Meet the Coach and the Geek. They're on a mission to elevate athletic programs and help them achieve long-term success versus just short-term winning. Check out what they've learned so far. They started out by interviewing 9 NCAA Division I championship coaches. Of those coaches, there have been 5 appearances in the semifinals and 2 national titles. They asked them questions about their programs, what makes them championship worthy, and where they need to improve. They then took that input and surveyed 115 coaches, assistant coaches, and athletic directors of programs ranging from high school, junior college, NAIA, all divisions, and even some pro. In that survey, they found out that building a successful, sustainable program was their number one priority. In fact, 94% of respondents agreed. The top 3 mentions in building a successful, sustainable program were around building a culture that's clearly defined, improving team leadership, and better managing and communicating internal expectations so everyone's on the same page. And out of all of that, they heard one clear challenge that impacts a coach's ability to make their program successful and sustainable. And that was that sometimes it can feel like players are on a roller coaster, when all coaches really want is consistency, specifically improvement and consistency on the right things. They also heard from coaches that their best teams are when their players are coaching each other and themselves. That's what led the Coach and the Geek to build Focus, a piece of technology that helps you lead your team away from that disease of me and individuality to a cohesive team focused on what's best for us as a whole and what leads us to be successful and sustainable. As teams are using Focus, they're gaining 3 main benefits. They're coaching with intention. Coaches define their team hustle, behaviors to track throughout the season that are customized to their team's culture. These are things that require no talent, but do require concentration and effort. By tracking these hustle behaviors and practices in games, or afterward while watching video, your coaching staff knows exactly what's important. Ultimately, these are the building blocks of your team DNA, and holding your players accountable to them leads to higher productivity. Using Focus also develops student athletes who hustle, self-correct, and hold each other accountable. Focus provides transparency among all members of the team and coaching staff. This transparency pushes players to self-correct and coach each other up to reach the top of the leaderboard. Players and coaches have access to see their data over time via graphs, which impact a coach's plan both individually in discussing a specific player's performance and at the entire team level when it comes to planning the next practice. And finally, teams using Focus build coach and athlete relationships that prioritize growth outside the realm of sports. Our research shows that 52% of student athletes never meet with their coach one-on-one, while an additional 41% meet about once a season. So, in addition to the team hustle, each athlete creates their own personal focus. These are things that, when completed, help them feel more personally fulfilled. Things like regular communication with their family or staying in touch with their spirituality. Then, Focus holds the coaching staff accountable to meeting with their athletes, checking in on their mental health, and providing mentorship to grow their athletes into strong people. Ultimately, Focus is designed to bring your team to long-term success versus just short-term winning through intentional coaching, self-accountability, and relationship building.